Here we have essential oil in Teleplay. And let's let it, chill some more so that you see the full effect. And I'm actually making this video for Rochelle, who owns Discovering Wellness, this website right here, Discovering Wellness Holistic Healthcare Clinic. And here's her shop. Here we have some teas, and here we have tinctures. So even though this is obviously not a tincture, it's actually made to be used in one of those you can like put it inside in one of those like it doesn't matter. Basically, this is not a tincture meant to be used in this way, but the packaging is similar, very similar. So that's why I'm using it as a placeholder, and I'm pretending that I have one of these babies right here. So I'm gonna pretend that I have, for example, let's do autoimmune, this one right here. Let's pretend I have it in the office and that this is that's in its place. So, I assume that, based on your website, Rochelle, the whole kind of, even by like the picture here, the whole point is that it's natural, it's healthy, it's like one with nature. So I'm gonna focus on making a nice scene for you, like a nice nature scenes for your products. So first things first, let me show you how the physical setup looks like. So we have the green screen blanket on a wall, and the green screen blanket is being lit by 2 100-watt LED daylight bulbs. And then we have the tincture product on top of cubes, and then which come with your kit. You don't need that many cubes. You'll see why later on. And then the tincture with the cubes is being lit by 1, 2, 3 lights, and that's it for the physical setup. The key thing is to make sure that your green screen is being lit separately from the product itself. So see how the product is being lit separately from the green screen? And that's pretty much it. Whatever you do, just don't put this like on the blanket and expect good results to happen. You always want to, light your product separately from the green screen. And that's it for the physical setup. Also, notice how I elevated the iPad a little so that it's like the camera of the iPad, which is right here, is perfectly like at a perfect angle with the actual product. So let's continue. So I'm gonna remove all this. I'm gonna start from scratch. Okay. So the first thing, let's say you open up the app. The first thing you want to do is enter the email address that you used to purchase the kit. So enter the email address you used to purchase the kit, and that'll unlock all of the paid content within the app. So you don't have to pay for anything because you already purchased the whole thing. Second thing you want to do is go to green screen and then click on remove the product, and then click on the calibrate button or the reset button. Oftentimes the reset button works better than the calibrate button. Both accomplish the same thing. The reset button just kind of gives you automatic settings, and calibrate is more of a manual thing. And reset button works very well. That's my go-to thing. Next thing, you want to make sure spill suppression is enabled. Because we're using a green screen, you want to make sure green screen spill is enabled. And that's it. After you do that, you're going to want to download a background. Right now, I already see a background because it's downloaded. But once you start using the app, you're not going to see anything after you do the calibration process. So you're going to want to go here. One of my go-to categories for backgrounds within the app is AI-generated backgrounds. And then in photo preview, and then you can browse. Give me a sec. I don't know why the thumbnails aren't showing now for a lot of them. That's the first time that's happened, but I think that's an issue with my internet. But anyways, then you can browse the thumbnails. And once you see something you like, download it, and then put your product back. And then you can, in the latest version of iOS at least, you can resize the background. Just hold the screen for like 3 seconds, and that's it. Then you can kind of move it around if you want. Okay. Okay, so how about we, oh, and also you can, if you tap on the product, it's gonna focus the product. See how nice and clear that is? So how about we just see what other backgrounds there are. Let's make a nice nature scene. So what I would do is, you can check out everything that's here, but I really like what's in AI generated backgrounds. Go to photo preview. We're gonna get these, some thumbnails are blank for some reason. I don't know why that's happening. This is like the very latest build that I have. This will be fixed by tomorrow. Maybe an internet connection issue on my end. Anyways, we're gonna find a nice nature scene. What if we do this? I don't really like it because it's kind of floating in the middle of nowhere. Now keep in mind, you can also just put your product on top of on top of something like this. So that way you don't have to worry about any, you may just wanna, if you want, like place that right there and then do that. So that's if you don't want a floating effect. And if you have a base like this, it kind of also makes it easier to shoot your scenes because having a base eliminates green light emanating from the cubes, and it makes your shoots somewhat easier to make because you don't have any invisibility issues because of green light reflecting from the cubes. Hope that made sense. But anyways, I'm gonna try to do it without this because it allows us to have more variability in the type of backgrounds we use. At least that's what I prefer. So let's see what else there is. What if we do forest table 3, maybe forest table 4. Let's resize it. Ah, this can kind of work. Let's just play around with the sizing a little more. This can kind of work. Let's maybe move it back a little. Okay. It can kind of work. How about, no, that's a little bit too small. Okay, forget this. Let's choose something else. Like that could have worked. The issue is that like I had to place the product farther back than I would have liked. And I like the focus to be 100% on the product. I'm sure we can find something else. And the reason I'm browsing for this, like I can easily give you like a search term to find exactly a specific background, but I find that there's like a nice, here, let's try this. Whenever I just simply browse through different, oh, okay, look how cool this looks. Like whenever I simply browse through different backgrounds, I find that it gives me like more, like I find that the best scenes I make come not really from planning a scene, but from just having fun inside the app. For example, this I think is a really cool scene, okay? And then like a cool thing you can do is like take it out as if you're about to use it. Or you can take a picture, whatever you want. So to take a picture, you tap. To record a video, you hold the button for 2 seconds and then tap again to stop the recording. Now let's find a nice, let me show you the foreground effects which can work with a nature scene like this. So maybe try the mystical, something like this. Oh, okay. can kind of work. It even works perfectly for the product specifically in there. So I'm focusing on nature type foreground effects for you. Okay. So check out mystical. I think the love category can also work for you. Let's see, like Rose 11. Let's see what that does. Oh. Okay, that can kind of work. Why not? Okay. Yeah, check out the love category for foregrounds. If you want, you can do like a animated text effect. Like almost out of stock. Okay. Maybe check out also, where were we? Check out Nature Transitions has a lot of cool, I definitely check out this foreground category. It has a lot of cool foreground nature effects. This is one of my favorite effects in the entire app, actually. Yeah, I have to update the app so you don't have to scroll back to where you were before when redoing these scenes. Maybe you can check out like something like Spring 5. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this this tablet may die soon because it's only at 1%. Oh, okay, I like that. And definitely check out the Nature Transitions category. Also check out, so Nature Transitions, Sparkle and Particle Effects, I'd also check out that category. Like something like this. Like the Sparkle and Particle Effects work for pretty much anything, I think. Plants and flowers, definitely check out this category. Oh, okay, I like that. Okay. Yeah, definitely check out plants and flowers. Maybe you want something with animals. Maybe you can add some cool butterflies flying around. To escape an effect, just hold the screen for 2 seconds and press the X right there. Maybe you want something with water and liquids, like something nice and refreshing. Check out the white liquid effect right here, as if it's like emanating from the bottle. Okay. Maybe like stylized liquid stream 6. Oh. Okay, why not? That can work. And definitely check out the water and liquids category. Yeah, I think that's enough to get you started. So Rochelle, please let me know what you think. So to summarize, I think the key is just to, within the actual app, calibrate after you set up your green screen. Then you want to select the background, go to AI generated backgrounds, photo preview, that has a lot of cool effects. Or you can simply like go to the nature backgrounds, that has a lot of things you may like. You can search for specific backgrounds like beach or forest, for example, so you don't have to browse. And then once you get the background, then you just search for effects which match that particular scene. And that's it. So please let me know if this helped.